I'm Abby Ledbetter. I'm on the softball team at Belmont University. I'm a fifth-year grad student and I'm getting my Master's of Accountancy. Oh gosh, I chose Belmont for so many reasons. First and foremost, I know it's so cheesy, but I chose Belmont because of the people. I had a pretty unique recruiting process where I had committed to a different school and then I was kind of scrambling my senior year. I say scrambling, it really wasn't scrambling. But I came to Belmont and I just had so many conversations with people and the staff and the coaches, and it wasn't even the same coach that I'm playing for now, but I could just tell that Belmont cares about their people, and that was something that was really, really important to me. I wanted to be known as a person first and then a player. And I just, from every conversation I had, I just knew that Belmont had that culture and that feel. And then, they were talking about the facilities we were going to have. We didn't have them yet, but now that those promises have been fulfilled, we've gotten top-tier facilities and amazing, amazing people to be around. So that's one of the many reasons I chose Belmont. I could go on forever, but that's the main one for sure. Yeah, so I chose to do the Master's of Accountancy program. It was just kind of natural. A lot of people, whenever you're getting an accounting degree, they're like, oh, what are you going to do next? And you have to study for the CPA exam, and you have to have 150 hours to sit for it. And so doing a master's degree was kind of natural, but I chose to do it because I think I was going between an MBA or the MAC, and I do want to be a CPA, and I'm studying for that right now. So that choice it just kind of gave me a bit more leverage on when I go into interviews. You seem a little bit more dedicated if you're a MAC student to accounting professionals at least. And it's really set me up to study for the CPA exam well. So it's really set me up for success, and it's made studying a little bit easier. But I really enjoy school, and I like to do it, and I like to study. The tests are hard, and it's interesting with being a student athlete, but it's a challenge that I enjoy. Yeah, so one thing that I've really enjoyed being involved in is I did the Pause campaign with Ryan Nisus, and it was a very interesting thing whenever he sent it out, because he said it was about the orphanage epidemic that we're having essentially, and I didn't know much about it, and they talked about orphans in the world, and they talked about the adoption process and how that goes. And I don't have much personal experience with adoption, but it's always been something that's been really interesting to me because I know it's a need and it's a really, really special thing. And so it was a week-long devotional where we got to learn about just what's happening around Tennessee, what's happening in Nashville, and what's happening around the world. Called me to, you think as a college student, what can I do about, I can't adopt a kid right now, I can't, there's not even a possibility, but there's little things and there's conversations you can have. The one that sticks out to me, there's actually two that stick out to me, but the first one that I want to talk about is we got to go to the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. Christian got us connected with it, and what Belmont is getting to do this year is that every month, a team gets to go to the Seacrest Studios, and they broadcast it to all of the rooms. So there are some kids in the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital who aren't able to get out of the rooms for certain reasons, and so they broadcast these live events on TV, and so many people have been able to sit in the Seacrest Studio seats, and it was really cool for us to get to do it. So Belmont softball was actually the first ones, so we felt like a little bit of a guinea pig, but in the best way possible. And so we got to sit down and we played a trivia game, and it was a live trivia game, so some of the kids were interacting from wherever they were. And then we had a few families who got to come down and say hi to us, and it was just really, really cool to talk to people who are in those circumstances. It gave us a lot of perspective. The softball team was really embraced this year. We've done so much community service, and it's made our relationship stronger. We've created a bond through it that you don't really get through softball. When you get to work for something bigger than yourself is something that we really love. Yeah, doing well in the classroom, I think I take pride in everything that I do, and that's something that Belmont really just preaches to everyone, and especially the softball team. We take pride in the details, we take pride in every single thing that we do, and being a student and doing well in the classroom not only reflects well on yourself, but to me it reflects on the people who have raised me and how they've showed me all the traits and things that matter. And I enjoy school. I really like it, and like you said, I'm competitive, so doing well in things is just kind of a non-negotiable for me. I like to hang out with my family. That's really one of my favorite things to do. Anytime we have a break here, I just run right home, and it's only an hour and a half away, so it's pretty easy. I'm blessed enough to have all four grandparents still with me, so I go home and hang out with them a lot. I have 6 little cousins. They're little. Some of them are seniors in high school, so they're not really little now, but we're all just really, really close. And every Sunday, my Mima and Pa have Sunday lunch after church, and they feed 20 of us. My mom's brothers all come and their families, and so that's one of my favorite things to do. I like to go hiking. I love to get out in nature. I was raised around it. It's always so pretty at home. I didn't realize how pretty it was until I kind of came and lived in a city, which is also beautiful, but just different. And so I like to do that. I like to read. Me and Grace read a lot, my roommate and also teammate. During the snow, we read like 2 books apiece. We just laid on the couch and read all day. So those are a few things I like to do. To be a student athlete, it means, in short, to work for something bigger than yourself. You represent something bigger than yourself, and to me, I take a lot of pride in it. It's an opportunity that I do not take for granted, and it makes me think of a lot of people that have helped me get to where I am right now. And first and foremost, being a student athlete means that I get to grind every single day next to 20 amazing women who are some of my very best friends. We share lots of time together, and I've been lucky enough to be friends with lots of them. I also get to work with amazing coaches, amazing staff, just an amazing administration at Belmont, and I take honor and pride in getting to represent them. Being a student athlete also, I couldn't talk about being a student athlete without talking about my family and what they've given to me. You're a student athlete for 5 years at Belmont, but I've been working toward this since I was 10 years old. And they've taken me to practices, they've taken me to games. I don't think I've ever not had someone in the stands at my games. Typically it's my mom, my dad, my Nana and Pa, my Mima and Pa, my uncles. I've literally had 20 plus people in the stands at some point, and those people have supported me so much. And I just think everything that I do as a student athlete is a reflection of the support that I've been given. And it's just, gosh, it's been such a blessing, and it just means the absolute world to me to be a student athlete. So I get married on July 13th, so that's really, really, really exciting. We're working toward that. That's the first adventure. And then the second adventure is equally as exciting, and I get to start full-time as an audit associate, audit staff. I don't know exactly what my role is yet, but I'll be on the audit advisory team at Fraser and Dieter. My boss is a Belmont basketball alum, and I'll have a coworker who is a Belmont softball alum. So super excited I'll be working there. It'll be a hybrid opportunity, so I'll get to work from home, which will be Livingston, but then also get to come here, so I'll get to blend both of my worlds, which I'm really excited about.